The world was still fractured, languages divided, nations scattered. Humanity spread thin across the earth after Babel, and then God spoke again. Not to a crowd, not to a king, not to a city, but to one man, a man living among idols, a man surrounded by false gods, a man with no legacy, no land, and no future written in stone. His name was Abram, and one ordinary day, eternity interrupted his life. Leave your country, leave your people, leave your father's house, and go to a land I will show you. No map, no destination named, only a promise carried in the voice of God. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and through you, all the families of the earth will be blessed. This was not a command rooted in certainty. It was an invitation rooted in faith. Abram was not young, not ambitious, not searching for greatness, yet God chose him, and Abram listened. He gathered his household. He took his wife Sarai. He packed his belongings, his memories, his past, and he walked away from everything familiar toward everything unknown. Each step was a surrender. Each mile was trust carved into dust. The land ahead was foreign, the future uncertain. But Abram built altars along the way, markers of faith in a land that did not yet belong to him. He worshipped before he received. He believed before he understood, and heaven watched. But faith does not remove hardship. Soon the land grew dry. The skies withheld rain. Hunger crept into tents and hearts alike. A famine swept through the land God had promised. And Abram faced a choice: stay and trust further, or move and survive. So he went down to Egypt, a place of abundance, a land of power, a kingdom not governed by the God who had called him. And there, fear entered the story. Sarai was beautiful, her beauty was dangerous. Abram looked at the strength of Egypt, at the power of Pharaoh, and fear spoke louder than faith. "Say you are my sister," he told her, "so that it may go well with me." It was half true, and half-truths always fracture trust. They entered Egypt not as bold witnesses, but as guarded strangers. And it happened. Sarai was noticed, desired, taken into Pharaoh's house. Abram was spared, blessed, rewarded, silver, gold, livestock, prosperity without peace. Sarai was inside a palace, Abram outside with his wealth, and silence hung heavy between them. But God did not remain silent. The Lord struck Pharaoh's house with affliction. Plagues fell without warning. Power bowed to a force unseen. Pharaoh knew this was no ordinary woman, no ordinary story. He summoned Abram. "What have you done to me? Why did you not tell me she was your wife?" There was no defense, no excuse, only exposure. Sarai was returned, unharmed, protected by a God who had not abandoned her. Even when she was surrendered by fear, Pharaoh sent them away. Abram left Egypt wealthier than before, but heavier in spirit, because faith had faltered, fear had spoken, and God had still been faithful. Abram returned to the land, returned to the altar, returned to worship, and the promise remained. God did not revoke his call, did not withdraw his covenant, because the story of redemption does not rest on human perfection, but on divine faithfulness. Abram would stumble again, question again, wait longer than he imagined, but the seed of promise was planted. A man called out of obscurity, a family protected despite weakness, a covenant unfolding step by step. From Babel's scattering to Abram's calling, God was writing a story, not of towers built upward, but of faith walking forward. And through this man, through this fragile obedience, the road to redemption was advancing. Slowly, surely, inevitably. Because when God calls, even human failure cannot stop what he has promised. The journey did not end with Abram's return, beyond the altars, beyond the promises. A different city was growing, a city rich in power, loud with indulgence, blind to mercy. While Abram walked by faith, others chose comfort, and the cry of their sin rose into the heavens. In the next chapter of this story, fire will fall, angels will walk the streets of men, mercy will wrestle with judgment. One man will plead for a city, another will be dragged from its ruins, and one look back will cost everything. This is not just a story of destruction, it is a warning, a mirror, and a question still echoing today. How long can a city ignore God before mercy runs out? Next episode, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Stay with us.